Opening statement.
Okay, good morning. Um, what a what a quick night we had, but what a fun night celebrating with our team and our families, fans and friends, celebrating just an incredibly special accomplishment by this team. So proud of our guys, proud of these two guys, and just again, as I said last night, just so happy that we have the opportunity and the blessing to experience such a great moment and kind of unique. Today's January the 8th, and we're here in obviously the San Francisco Bay Area, and it's Dwight Clark's birthday. And Dwight Clark was a Clemson Tiger, and I just think that it's pretty neat that we're here this morning as the national champions here, and gotta think that he's smiling down on us. So hope everybody's enjoyed your time here, and we appreciate all the CFP folks for all their great efforts in making this an awesome experience for everyone.
Okay, as a reminder, we will take questions for coach or the student athletes. Let us get you a microphone. Give us your name and affiliation. We're going to start over here to my left.
Dan Walken, USA Today. Dabo, among your peer programs, it's pretty unique that you've been able to keep your staff largely together during this run. How do you think that's helped you in preparing for performances like you had last night? And, just how difficult is that to actually pull off when you have success, guys have opportunities to leave?
Well, it really hasn't been that difficult. I think it's not something that I really worry about. We have a great environment to live in, a great environment to come and work in. We have great relationships. Our staff is very close. We're very, you hear about Clemson family all the time, but it's a very real thing for us. And I think that we have guys that have opportunities to leave every year. And we've had change. Since I've been the head coach, I've had different coordinators and different position coaches. But when we've had change, we've been able to make good decisions on who gets the opportunity to come in and be a part of our program. But certainly continuity has been a great thing, and I'm thankful for that. I've got a bunch of great, committed people. And good people, and I always say I hire good people first, coaches second, and again, we're just fortunate that we're at a place like Clemson where our families enjoy living, and we have the opportunity to compete at the highest level, live in an incredible place, recruit at the highest level, and when this is your profession, that's pretty special. And so, when guys have had opportunities to leave back in 14, my offensive coordinator, Chad Morris, had an opportunity to go be a head coach, and it was a great opportunity for him, and created opportunity to promote some guys on my staff that I felt like were ready and had done a good job and earned it. I had a change at defensive coordinator back in 12, and Brent's been with me ever since. Dan Brooks and Marion Hobby retired, or Marion went to the Jags after we won it in 16, and Dan retired. I was able to hire Todd Bates and Lemansky Hall and Mickey Kahn as well. So, we've had some change, but I've had a lot of continuity from our support staff and guys that I felt like had opportunities to move up.
We're going to take our next question from the back row of the seats right in the middle.
Dabo, Jeff Spiegel, WBMA TV in Birmingham. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Just throwing this out there, if you're looking for someone to write your book, I'm available. Or you could get Connie Nolan to do it. She's pretty good with words. But when we turn this book into a movie, who would you choose to play you? Who would you choose to play Kathleen? And who would play Trevor and Trayvon? And the players can chime in on this too.
Well, Matthew McConaughey, of course. Have you seen my abs? That just start right there. Drop the mic. Kathleen, oh boy, I better Y'all help me out with this one. Katie Holmes, maybe. Amy, you got any great suggestions right there?
Nobody could play her but herself.
Who's the queen in England? What's her name? What's the little brunette? What's one of the not the queen.
Kate Middleton.
The princess.
Kate Middleton.
Yeah, Kate Middleton. We'll bring her in. And Trevor, I just think we just bring back sunshine. You know, if he's still kicking somewhere. You know, we'll bring him back and I don't know, Trayvon. Who are we gonna go with you?
My brother.
Your brother?
Yeah.
Well, how about we bring Lamar Jackson, which is his first cousin. Lamar's mom and his mom are sisters. So we'll just bring Lamar in to play Trayvon. That'd be great.
We're going to take our next question over here, slightly onto the right of the aisle.
Hey, this is David Hood with TigerNet.com. Trevor, I was watching you on the field last night. People were trying to interview you and get sound quotes, and you were just watching the fireworks, and it looked like you were just taking it all in. What was going through your mind at that moment as you're just looking up in the sky?
Just kind of thinking back the journey, like Coach Swinney always talks about how, you know, that experience is awesome, but really when that experience happens, you think about how you got there and just my teammates and everyone involved and just kind of thinking back on everything and taking it all in.
Okay, we're going to take our next question from over here on our left, far left on the aisle.
Dabo, Chuck Culpepper from the Washington Post. I guess in sports, when you see people who have confidence and there's elite confidence, then there's probably a level of confidence we could call we can beat Alabama by 4 touchdowns confidence. I was wondering, does it take a program years to think of itself that way? What's that path like?
Oh, that'd probably be crazy confidence. I don't think that we went into the game thinking we were going to beat Alabama by 4 touchdowns. It just kind of went that way. That it was our night, and we got control of the game. And sometimes when I've been on both sides of it, you know, sometimes when you get momentum rolling like we were able to get it, and just the energy all channeled in the right direction, it can kind of be insurmountable. And that's what happened last night. I mean, it was just kind of an overwhelming collective effort by our group. But, you know, I think first and foremost, you don't make it about Alabama. You know, I think I've been at Alabama. I spent 13 years there. So I can't tell you, there was a lot of times as a player, I walked off the field and I wasn't sure that we were better than that team, but they thought we were better. And we won a lot of games when we got off the bus. You know, and I think for our program, that's something that's been important to me from day one, is to make it about us. You know, it's not about the opponent, and that's not a disrespect to any opponent. You know, but we try to treat everyone the same. I mean, we don't practice any different for Alabama than we do for Furman, and that's certainly not a disrespect. It's just, that's what we do, and that's exactly what Coach Saban in Alabama does too. I can tell you that right now. He focuses on his team, and I think any championship level program, that's the mindset that you have to have, because, you know, and that was when I first got the job. That was one of the things I told our guys back in 2009 was, listen, I mean, we've got to lock in on the things that we control. You have to win in your mind first, and you know, to do that, you have to have a routine that you believe in, and every game's the biggest game, and you play to a winning performance. It shouldn't matter who you play. You know, oh, well, this week we're playing Florida State, so let's really practice hard. Let's meet really with some intention and purpose, and we just don't look at it that way. And so you certainly know that there's sometimes some of these games, the margin for error is much smaller. I told them last night it's going to be a few plays. And but we just try to keep it all about Clemson, prepare to a standard, and that's allowed us to have a lot of consistency.
Go right here in the middle to our left, fourth row.
Dabo, Will Vandervoort, the Clemson Insider. You've been doing this now 11 years on this run you guys are on. Is it fair to say that you guys can call this a dynasty and that you're at a different level now than most of the other teams in college football?
No, we're a long way from a dynasty. We're a great program. We're a great program. There's no doubt about that. We're incredibly consistent in every area of our program. I mean, and that's what I'm more proud of than anything is just the consistency. And one of the things we talked about this week is over the last decade, everything we've done once, we've done multiple times, and it's kind of been a progression. You know, we won our first division in 2009. Well, we've won 7 now. At that point, we had not won a division. And then we come back in 11 and we won the league. We hadn't won the league since like 1991. Now we've won it 5 times. We won 10 games in 11. That was the first time since 90 or 91. Now we've had 8 years. We got to a BCS in 11 and 13. And, you know, they lit up, I told them they lit up the Empire State Building once. And now they've done it again. And so the only thing we hadn't done again was win it all. So, you know, it's just been kind of a progression for us. We've just kind of kept our head down over the last decade and gone about our business. We're certainly, I think we're as good a program as there is out there, but we're a long way from a dynasty. I think from a dynasty standpoint, you know, Alabama's kind of in a category of their own. I mean, Coach Saban, I mean, won 5 national championships